On many college campuses, students are often given a pamphlet that looks like this. Often the people who are handing out these flyers are trying to advocate for a vegan lifestyle by talking about the animal cruelty that comes from eating meat. The main diet of most vegetarian and vegan people consists of fruits, vegetables, or other plant-based protein. Now, many say that eating these plants eliminates the harm done on innocent animals by killing them or using their byproducts. What many animal rights activists fail to recognize is the human labor that gets them their meals is consistently underpaid, overworked. I eat vegetarian and vegan meals every day, and as I make one from scratch, let me tell you about why cruelty-free lifestyles such as veganism aren't as sweet as they look. It's immigrant workers from various countries who are often the ones picking your strawberries and avocados in the United States. These workers often come from Mexico as a result of the lack of jobs. I have family members who are migrant workers picking grapes in California who are often bullied by their employers. Knowing very little English and lacking citizenship, they were at a constant fear of deportation if they did not perform well enough in their jobs. Their bosses used this to provide poor working conditions, which included very little water or shade for groups of 30+ people, and almost no breaks. Often, Americans are unwilling to do these jobs themselves, as according to CBS News, the jobs are physically demanding, dirty, and socially degrading work. More importantly, it is one of the most dangerous occupations in the United States. Rather than making the job safer, agricultural jobs have immigrants do them instead. By employing them in large numbers and paying them very little, this is how Americans are able to enjoy their produce at very low prices. Although American citizens are willing to fight for fair pay and not put up with inhumane conditions, immigrant workers, especially undocumented ones, have no voice. It is so much worse in their home countries that they put up with the treatment so they can send money back to family members who have stayed behind. The estimated amount of farm workers who are undocumented and receive this type of treatment are 50 to 70% of a total amount of 2 to 3 million workers in the United States. If this is the case, why have these immigrant workers come to work in the United States when they get paid so little and their conditions are awful? They mainly come from rural towns in Mexico, where their own farms have become worthless because of the competition with the U.S. Because of the subsidies the American government has provided to their own farmers, the Mexican farming systems have been devastated. The subsidies came during the 1980s under a wave of neoliberalism. Although we think of neoliberalism as being harmful to people abroad, their effects have been negative on people who work within the U.S. as well. Just as how we ask people who eat meat to be more conscious of where their food comes from, vegans and vegetarians should be as well. Cruelty to humans should be a major topic of discussion, and the lives and well-beings of immigrant workers should not be put below that of food.